Aha, hush that fuss. Everybody move to the back of the bus. Yeah. What am I talking about? Welcome back. It's your man, EddyEd the Duke.
Hey, it's your number one host dialogue in the building today. Welcome back to the Holy Duo. And this is our podcast. Hey, find us on audio exclusive platforms. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We got Google Podcasts. We got Pocket Cast, right? Is that what it's called?
Pocket Cast, episode 14.
Hey, I didn't mention this to you, but I was thinking that maybe we should start releasing the audio versions for our podcasts way before we release the season on YouTube. It just came to my mind, but we could talk about that. Give people something to look forward to. Remember, guys, we are just two dukes having a conversation.
Two dukes.
We're no specialists. We're your average guys, right? Your friends. And you guys are just in on the conversation.
We're your best friends, the backyard again.
Hey, we need to come up with a Holy Duo song like that, man. Their song is hit.
Oh yeah.
I funny enough, I was singing that song like the whole of, was it last week? I just kept singing it, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. Oh shoot.
Hey man, their song is hype. Anyway, if you guys have thoughts or comments, please drop it down below. We will get to them. We like the interactive portion of talking to you all. Please email us at holyduo2020@gmail.com if you have thoughts or topics you also want us to talk about. Without further ado, how'd it do, dude? How's your week, man?
Hey yo, for this week, it's been a good week, man. I really can't complain about stuff, man. But hey, demonic moment, as we all know, probably when this episode is released on YouTube, hopefully it changed. But gas is totally demonic.
That's facts.
Gas
that is absolutely
has been demonic, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm having a couple of car
oh man,
stuff to handle, and on top of that, so I can't drive right now. I'm kind of stuck in my city in a way, meaning I can't drive. I don't want to drive far distances, you know what I mean? Just in case something happened to it.
Yeah.
It'll be a pretty annoying situation. So yeah, gas is crazy. It's basically $5 a gallon. You know, that's a lot of money. And I darn near shed a tear when I pumped gas. I almost spent I basically did spend $60. I stopped right at 95, like 59.95. I stopped it, and it was 5 cents before 6 or $60. So freak, they got me for 60. But we're here, man. Holy moment, beautiful week. Man, just learning a lot, just enjoying to be able to just do small things like buying water, man. Buying food to eat is great.
This guy.
I'm being serious though. It sounds funny, but yeah, man. I could buy some water. I could, you know what I mean? I'm thankful for everything, man. So yeah, just being able to do stuff like that, man, is to me is a lot, because I remember when I had to ration a lot of my stuff, but now I don't. I still am, being smart, but it's not something that I'm doing out of necessity. I'm doing because, it's just best to do it, but I'm not stuck. You know what I mean? Like before,
yeah.
It was more like I had to because I was limited very much, but I'm not now. So, I'm just thankful for being able to buy water and not think about it so hard, So
you're living below your means, man. That's good.
Below my means, man. We got to out here. We got 5 kids to feed.
Hey man, you ain't talking to me about that.
You got 5 nephews, man. I've got to tell you, you got
Five
5 nephews.
nephews.
Yeah, man, they here, man.
I don't know that, man.
Long
You
lost
could,
nephews, man.
nah. What do you call it? You could call me a neglecting sibling if that's how you want to go about it.
Hey,
You know what
man.
I mean? Uncle out the home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't coming home ever.
Hey, man, get them, guys.
Yeah. What do you call it? Let's normalize men crying at the gas pump.
Yeah, man.
Mind your business if you see a dude crying at the gas pump.
If
man.
he crying, leave him alone.
Yeah, leave him alone. If you got a tissue, hand it to him. Don't even make eye contact and walk away.
Yeah, man. Tell him about your week, man. What's going on with you?
Oh man, demonic moment for sure. The gas prices. It costs 2 to 3 times as much to fill up gas now. Definitely demonic. On the holy side, my leg is healing. I can kind of walk on it now.
Oh, yeah. Tell him what happened to it because we actually missed last week.
Yeah. What do you call it? I play soccer. I play co-ed soccer rec league, and I was how do I put it? I was triple teamed, right? I got out the pocket. I got to get out the pocket. You can't trap me. What are you talking about? So I got out the pocket, and then I sprayed my foot. So, it's been going on for about a week and a couple of days now, but it's healing. Got to get back out there and make fools out of people again. I'm just playing, but
and like he got the tools to heal up good because he be eating healthy, like nutritious, dense foods like steaks and all that. He's
yeah. On that note, I got some milk here.
And then he needs some milk. And you see what I'm saying? He needs some milk. He got milk right there. I'm not gonna lie. That was the perfect time to bring in the milk because if you brought it in any other time, the jokes were gonna come. So you brought it in the perfect. He probably was thirsty for milk and then found his opening. That's a doggone good move, man. That's a good move. But he does need some milk, and there he goes. He has his milk healing up nice and good too. So
yep,
he gonna be good by next week.
Yeah, I should be. Shoot, I should be good. And then what do you call it? Today's weather is phenomenal. It's chilly outside. What? It was 90 degrees yesterday. It's like 70 something today. What are we doing? I'm fine with that though. I'm fine with that. Anyway, that's my week. It's been going great. I cannot complain. Without further ado, man, you ready to get into these topics?
Oh man, let's get into it, man. This is gonna
Let's do it.
It's gonna be a very, very interesting one because a lot of people have many different thoughts on this, and us talking about this probably will.
Wait, do you want me to start first, or should you? Because I always go first. I think.
Man,
you go first?
Whichever way you want to do this one.
Let's have you go first. I always go first.
Okay.
Man. And I'm the host, so I get to call the shots.
Yeah. So I mean, either way we go here, it's size to this thing, man.
That's true.
So we dealing with some banger topics here. I think that's gonna be polarizing. In how this world takes it. But hey, so we're people of relationships. We're people of certain mindsets, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you are in a relationship with somebody else, you guys don't think exactly the same. Just things that you disagree on and agree on naturally. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you do disagree, it becomes something that could turn into a conflict. Or we could even say that's a conflict, right? Opposing one another's, side on a particular subject matter or whatever it may be. So I thought about, dealing with conflict, even generally, like when you have conflict with somebody that you're, in the store with, let's dive into dealing with conflict generally. Like how do you deal? Because a lot of people now, there's this thing, and I've dealt with this, in different ways where people want you to deal with conflict the hard way, right? If a man get in your face, you gotta bop bop bop. You gotta punch him in the jaw jack him, lay him down. If he says this, you gotta lay him out for sure. He talk about your mom, he do it, touch a lady, you gotta lay him down, right? Boom, boom, boom. But then, what happens after that? Nobody talk about you going to jail now your life is ruined, or you know what I'm saying, like stuff happens after you make those decisions. So let's dive into dealing with conflict generally. What you got? What do you think about that? What's some signs?
Man, it's generally speaking, dukes or guys are meant to deal with conflict, are expected to deal with conflict head on, right? Somebody touches your lady out in public, you gotta lay them out. You gotta make sure they sleep so they can learn their lesson. No one thinks about the practical. They need a nap real quick. Hey, you feeling tired, bruh? No one thinks about the practicalities of actually letting the law take place, man. It's more satisfying to, for someone to go to jail for touching your lady than for you laying them out. Because after you lay them out, that's assault. You know what I'm saying? So to deal with conflict generally, I think it is more frowned upon, especially for men, to go straight to the law. In school, if you're getting picked on by a bully and you go to the principal, the bully bullies you more because you went to the principal and told him.
And then like even in a lot of cases, they don't really do anything about it, really. You
don't think so?
At least from back in the day. Now they're probably going to do something about it because everybody's sensitive. Now, yeah, if you tell somebody now, oh yeah, you get like something's happening. Well, back in the day though, if you get like when getting bullied wasn't taking that serious, back at our time, you tell the principal on somebody, it may get handled, but it's like it's not as emphasized as today though.
Yeah.
It's not like as immediate. I don't think as immediate as today. But
I always wondered why people told the school authorities and they didn't do anything about it. Well, okay, so say a kid came to you and told you, "Hey, I'm getting bullied by Fat Joe." How would you handle that as, say, a principal?
Man, that's well, I don't know the rules, regulations.
There ain't no rules, man. You can go up and smack Fat Joe in the face. You can do whatever you want.
Back in the day, I got paddled by a principal one time. The CC. That's one. It was at a very small private school. Let me just add that in, just so people won't think this happened in public school. If it's a big private school, you probably won't get it. But it was a small private school, so it was more intimate. But as a principal, right, trying to be at least fair here, I would sit them down and have a discussion with them about what the conflict is and why the conflict is the conflict. Is it because, you just don't like people that have this perspective or what? Like, we're going to try to figure out what the issue actually is. You know what I mean? And then based on what that is, if it makes sense or not, try to get them to understand each other, and then from there, encourage not fighting, encourage not bullying, so that they can see, okay, this is what the issue is. Now we know what it is, and even though they're young and they might not know how to, really break down and get over conflict, at least they know what it is, so then they can have some sort of understanding. And encouraging them to behave themselves is to say, okay, this is the issue, but you don't gotta respond this way. He was one of the tough kids, and so seeing him cry was hilarious because he was just so apologetic. But before the cops come, he said, "After the cops, after this, that, and the third, blah blah blah."
Really?
Yeah, man. That kid didn't care about nobody. After cops, I hate it here. Boom, boom. As soon as the cops came, put him in them handcuffs, he melted like chocolate.
Yeah, I mean, that's a for sure way to go about it. But that's old school, right? But
Old school.
I think that should still stand today because cops are here to serve us. So
Yeah,
if your
man.
kid's acting dumb,
Let them know,
call the
because
cops.
when they get older and do something dumb, they really gonna come get you.
They're really gonna go to jail.
So
That's
let
right.
them see the preview, so they could not watch the movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly,
For sure.
bro.
So dealing with conflicts generally. So that's coming from an authoritative position. How would you deal with somebody touching your girl wrongly?
Yeah, how would you deal with that?
Wait, how you gonna ask me after I ask you?
Because I asked you the last one.
This man over here using logic today. If someone did that, shoot, see, that would be very difficult. But see, we get in the issue of now it's a good thing that ladies are a little bit easier to believe, right? Because we don't want that, generally speaking, in society. We're like, oh, we both have to be equally listened to. The case has to be investigated. But say you're walking outside and someone just straight up comes and touches your lady in that way, and he's a big duke. You know you can't take him. You know your punches mean nothing. He's Goku Super Saiyan 55. So you know you can't do anything to this guy, right? So you just stand there looking at him like, hey, wait. Oh, hang out for a second. And you call security. What are you gonna do, man? Like,
if he's going to Super 75, what's security gonna do, dog? They gotta pop
jail,
him,
man.
They gotta
he
pop
has to
him.
comply. Nah. He has to come. He can't play like that. He can't beat up everybody.
Bro,
That's not right.
But if he's if he's Super 75, bro, he gotta be popped to be disabled, bro.
He can't take a Glock 45 to the chest. He can't do that.
Hey, he gotta take it to the thigh or something. He gotta take it somewhere. Take it to the arm.
All right. Shoot, at that point, 55, that's his food. Bullets are his food. But for real though, if you can't do anything to this dude because he's just a strong, muscular guy, if you have to revert to calling the cops, I would do that. Because it's better to get in a fight, but then, you have the ladies disrespecting you. Some ladies are like, oh, you're weak and stuff. Oh, whatever. I'm sure you don't want to be with those kind of women anyway, but if I were to call the cops...
Those type of ladies that will fight you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They will defend you in public for getting touched.
Yeah. They will abuse you in front of everybody and go home with you.
Yeah.
all in the same day.
So, bro, to be honest, I wouldn't go the physical route. I really wouldn't because it's so much more satisfying to see a dude go into jail in handcuffs. Because once you hit him, you can't file any kind of report.
Oh man,
because you assaulted him too. You know what I'm saying? So I would call the cops for sure, and I'm gonna have her testify against the dude, man. Shoot, I'm doing it, man.
I mean,
I'm doing it.
Because just like you said, man, getting into conflict, it's gotta be a way we could do this to where we don't ruin our lives, because that's pretty much what it comes down to. Why you get into conflict nowadays is like either somebody's getting popped or somebody's like doing something that's gonna impact their life in a bigger way, and especially as adults, when you have more sense and you're more mature about your thinking, you have to be able to resolve conflict in a healthy way. Are there some situations or some conflicts that may lean more toward getting physical? Yeah, but let's try not to get there. Let's try not to get there, man. Because either you win now or lose later. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you might win the fight, But guess what? You broke his skull and now he's dead. Or you know what I'm saying, you injured him and now you're getting press charge. Like whatever. Or like you get injured or vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So the physical, it's like it don't end very well usually, and somebody's taking a loss in their life, you know? So physical conflict or trying to deal with conflict physically, I don't think that's the best way. You know, it might be the best way to get your, you know, your cojones, but I don't care about the moment cojones, you know? I already know what my cojones is.
The way you said you broke his skull, now he's dead.
It's crazy, you know? It's all over at that point. You're gone.
Yeah.
Depending on the situation though. You know.
So you mean to tell me, the most violent guy I know, you mean to tell me that if a dude touch your lady's bum in public, you just gonna stand there and call the cops? You're not gonna throw no punches?
I didn't say I would stand there and call the cops, but I would try my best not to get in a physical confrontation. You know what I'm saying?
What else are you gonna do if you're not calling authority?
Man, I might. Bro, I tell you what I feel like doing. I feel like either definitely throwing a punch or jacking them up like this.
That I know. You're the most violent guy I know. So if you ain't calling authorities, what do you?
Bro, I might headbutt him, because if I headbutt him,
sound ridiculous.
I might be like, ugh, like I might headbutt him with, bro. Cause look, more than likely I might get a scratch on my head. So, hey, he hit me.
But he also has a scratch on his head.
Yeah, but it can't be one sided though. It's both of us now.
Why? How did this get here all of a sudden? Why is it so complicated now?
Hey man.
Hold on. I thought you were just saying that you would get the cops involved, and then all of a sudden, you have a scratch on your head from him hitting you. How did we get here?
No, in the case of me like not being able to control myself in the moment, and I headbutt him, right? Technically, he hit me as well. You know, I got a mark on my head.
So now he has to face the charges from your lady, but now you have to face charges from him. Because why you got to go and make it complicated? This is exactly what this topic is on.
Yeah. So that's in the case if I do. You see what I'm saying? But we ain't trying to do that. We try to stay away from all them headaches, literally headache. We try to stop from getting to that point, you know? But if it does get to that point, I can imagine myself shirt jacking somebody, or even possibly like headbutting them in a jaw or something. Like, I don't know. But I don't like. The point is to stay away from conflict. That'll be my agenda. You know, that'll be my agenda. So yeah, that's what I'm sticking with. But
what if he's Big Duke 55? Like, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Well, it depends if he's how tall he is, because I can't shirt jack him, you know, necessarily.
You know the strongest?
If he's my height, then I can still shirt jack him still.
You know Thor.
But we're not trying to do that though. We're not trying to.
No. You don't have a choice. You know Thor, the strongest man, a heavyweight lifter.
No.
Power lifter. Oh, Thor Bjornsson or something like that?
No.
What? Eddie, the guy he boxed. The Titan weight boxing match that happened. Nope. Man. Dang it.
You failed.
No, you failed. Because you don't know who's standing in front of you. You're going to get jacked up. You talking about bending him? He's going to use
bending him
in his, yeah, like breaking him.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing about no. Whoa, where you going with this, man? Hey, drink.
Nah.
He needs some milk.
Nah,
drink. Drink some milk, dog.
Let me get some milk, man.
Drink some milk, man. Get some vitamin A's and I know your favorite vitamin D's. You know.
That's not my favorite.
But
I do take it every day.
You take it?
I take my vitamin D's every day. Yep, hey man.
He take his, y'all heard it here first. He take his D's every day.
We are just two guys having a conversation.
He take his D's. Yo. Listen. This is 2022, baby. This is 2022. Whatever you want to do, whatever you into, do what you got to do out here, man. 2022, son. We accept you.
Yikes.
Oh, God.
Hey, man. But, yeah, it's true. I'm not talking about breaking no one's skull accidentally. Now he's dead. I'm not talking about breaking people. I'm just calling the cops, man. I'm getting pictures of you, too, because you're not getting away.
Oh, man.
Hey, hold up a second, man. Can I get a picture with you real quick? Your lady's over there pissed off that he grabbed her and stuff. Oh, man.
Oh, gosh.
That'll
be crazy.
That's ridiculous, man.
Oh, man. You really did a good job smacking her on the cheeks. I would like a picture with you.
Nah.
Cheese. Man. That'll be crazy.
But, you got to do what you got to do to get him in jail, right? Because if you can't fight him, because if he's going to break you and bend you, you gotta call somebody.
That's crazy.
Shoot, wouldn't it be funny if the person you called is another lady, is a lady cop, and she's gonna have a gun.
Yeah,
so
he's gonna get popped for sure. He's gonna get popped.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say something funny, but they actually have tools they can use. So
he's gonna
that's good.
Yeah, he's gonna get. He's gonna get. Because
it'd be funny. Because it'd be funny if you call and it's a lady cop who's like 4'9", and she shows up.
Oh, she about to get tossed. She about to get tossed like grenade launcher style.
Oh my gosh, that'll be hilarious, man.
That'd be crazy.
Anyway, that's a funny topic, man. You ready to move on? You got anything else you want to ask?
I did wanted to ask, but you could give the short version because of time.
Okay. Yeah.
So when it comes to conflict with your lady, I believe we touched conflict in relationships before on a different episode, but what's your best strategy for that?
To not engage. Disengage from all conflicts and all conversations.
But the conflict is already there, right? You done said something, and now she's feeling the way that she's feeling. Once they get inside their feelings, it's done. You're in there. So
disengage. Who said that, honey? I didn't say that. Wow.
She heard you.
Oh boy.
I was there.
I wasn't there.
Hey, man.
You gotta disengage, man.
She's telling you to sleep on a couch, man.
Oh, boy. What did I do now, honey? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, what happened? I don't think he's helping you guys over here because at some point he's going to have to address what's there, and he's trying to run away from it, guys.
If someone comes to you with a gun and says, I'm going to shoot you, you say, oh, oops, did I do that? Oh, can you put the gun down, please? And then you walk away. That's exactly what you do. You disengage. You de-escalate the situation by acting like you weren't even there in the first place. If you don't move, you become invisible.
Guys, I honestly don't know how effective this strategy is going to be because she's going to keep bringing it up or still be mad.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, you have to assess it, right? If you did say something offensive, you have to quickly assess and decide for yourself whether or not an apology is an affair. uh, because to be honest, at times, you really didn't do anything wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But an apology or a I'm sorry is still demanded from you. And, sometimes you should give in. Other times you should stand your ground, just so you're not thrown about like Mr. EddyEd when that 55 level guy is approaching him and just doing whatever he wants with them.
I
Sometimes you
got
have to defend yourself.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Another short question. Um,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever said sorry just to make things go back to normal?
No.
So like every sorry like was a real sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, because the problem with that is I can't. Maybe it's just a me thing, right? It's not that you guys should not say sorry just so things can get
Don't
back
do
to
that.
normal. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a me thing, as in if I say it and I just want things to go back to normal, in my mind things are not registering as normal. It's still like there's still some conflict that needs to be resolved there. So I can't do it. It just doesn't make any sense to do that. We were just watching a movie this weekend, and this lady was at a wedding and she was gawking over her ex-boyfriend. And she came to her husband. There was some drama, and she was like, "Oh, this and this, and I'm in the exact position my ex-boyfriend said I would be in later in life." And she's like crying, and he's like, "Oh, come here, let me hug you." "Oh, I'm sorry, honey." Somebody should have slapped him. If I were there, I would have slapped him out the bushes. Because why are you saying sorry for her being out of line? Right? We know ladies aren't gonna say sorry for you being out of line, right? So I'm not saying just because they do it, you should do it. No, you should do it because it's the proper and right thing to do, not because you're a man or something like that. It has nothing to do with that. If someone is out of line, you don't apologize to make things okay.
Yeah, that's annoying. The point that you brought up with people saying, "Oh, you're a man, so you should apologize or something like that, like or apologize like a man or something like that. That whole thing, do it because you're a man thing. No, do it
Yeah,
because if whatever the situation is, it calls for it. If you're wrong,
exactly.
I don't like to you know do it because you're a man or because you're a man. Do it, huh?
Yep.
Were you wrong or not?
Exactly. I think that's what it comes down to is, like you said, it's not about people would be like, oh, you should just apologize to her anyway. You guys love each other, right? It's like, yeah, but there's order in a relationship. What are we doing? Why are we just throwing around? Soon enough, your sorries aren't going to mean anything. You see what I'm saying?
You're
How many
gonna look
mistakes
sorry. That's what's gonna turn.
have you ever seen those men? Like, their wives just like on top of them about stuff, and I'm like, dang, I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry, bro. I am sorry because I don't know what goes on for these women to have such dominance over these men at home, and I'm sure it doesn't look good. Um, but it all boils down to conflict. How do you handle conflict? So, have I been in that situation? Yeah. Have I said sorry just to say it so things can go back to normal? Nah, it's not. It doesn't make sense. Let me just leave it at that.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
No, I don't even. It takes me longer to say sorry sometimes, uh,
Mm-hmm.
depending on if it's something that depending on what it is. But I say sorry and I mean it. I don't say it
Mm-hmm.
to let things go back to normal, um, because that's not gonna be. It's just not gonna be a good thing, to do, cause you'll know, like it just gets messy. It just gets
Yeah, it
messy.
does.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because the moment you say it, it switches them to like, oh yeah, so you are sorry, so you did do it, and you meant to do it, and everything just is blamed on you now.
it's like sometimes and some things with sorry, it's like, oh, so it really was blah 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 blah.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Like, it's
yeah,
like, why you bringing other, What's up,
Yeah.
man?
Yeah.
Like, man.
It's almost as though people see it as a toxic trait to defend yourself, to not give in sometimes. You see what I'm saying? If you clearly see the outline of you did not make a mistake, it's not about gaslighting the person or making them feel bad. It's just, I am not going to apologize because that is not the situation. But because, it's the crying is involved, the emotions are
Man,
involved.
they try to get you with that. Bro,
Yeah.
I am not biting on that, man. Go cry over there.
Yeah.
Go cry over there. You gotta get it out. Okay, get it out. But
Mm-hmm.
stop trying to manipulate the situation with the cries.
Exactly.
Let's chill
I
out.
don't think they. I don't. Some of them mean to do it. Some of them don't mean to do it. Some of them is just a natural reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But the manipulation still happens though.
It's still there.
It's still
Exactly.
there. You know.
That's the whole point. Yep. That's the
Yeah.
whole point.
But that's all I got for that one.
Hey man, let's move on to topic number 2.
Oh,
And this is something that we've touched on before, but it's always a pleasure to touch on this. That does not sound right at all.
hey, listen, we know D loves to touch on, so whatever that is, it's 2022.
That's why you all should be happy I am your host, because I love to touch on these topics, boy.
Okay.
I love to touch on these topics. You see, I knew this about you. You don't like to touch on these topics. I do. That's a problem, man. We need to talk about this. Women and men being friends. We touched on this in season 1.
Oh yeah.
And I thought it was a great conversation.
Yeah.
But there's always more to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about it. You have a best friend since y'all were young. You grew up in the daycare. The daycare was your spot, the spot for friends coming together, doing stuff. You know what I mean? But you got a little lady who y'all went through the daycare stuff together, and she became your really good friend. Over the years, you guys have been talking, keeping in touch. Oh, you want to have lunch this Saturday? I'm not doing anything. I'm off of work.
I'm a little bit hungry. Yeah, let's get something.
Let's get something to eat. Y'all doing your thing. She's doing her dating stuff. And all of a sudden you get a lady. But she's still going on lunch dates with you. You get a lady. And your lady's like, I don't like this relationship you have with this girl. What you gonna do?
Shoot, what I know I'm gonna do is now we gotta change up the relationship pattern, right? We gotta change up what we do and how we do it. We can't be going alone places no more like that. Places that we meet.
You can't control yourself?
No, it's just not even about control. Look at him trying to get something in there. This guy, he's crazy with this. He's trying to try. Hey, babe, let's get back on. Don't let D get you tripped up out here. But nah, this is not for any control. So this is just for confirmation, and just really being transparent. So there's no questions, right, guys? In this situation, like although he's playing devil's advocate, this is a good one to bring in, right? Because some people think, oh yeah, I can handle it. No, don't try to handle it. Don't try to handle it, because if you try to handle it, then there's going to be questions. And if there's nothing really going on, it's still going to look like there's something going on. So don't try to handle it, because if you try to handle it, that means you're not, being as transparent. It just make it seem like there's something you're not saying. So the key is the keys I would use in this door would be to make sure now that we want to hang out, we either got to hang out with our spouses, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With each other, like double dating type of thing. Or if it's not a double date, wherever I go, my lady got to go with me. You see what I'm saying? Or wherever I am, it has to be. Nah, we're gonna keep it with my lady being with me or nowhere else because I just want to make sure that everything is transparent, open, and just making sure that there's no questions. You know,
Your lady doesn't like being around her.
Okay, look at it. Okay, see,
because you're trying to find loopholes. You ain't finding no loopholes. Nah,
we finding everything, man.
Hey, straight up, man.
The devil is a lie.
Ain't he though? Amen, brother.
Yeah. So, shoot, my lady don't like her. Well, you know, in that, if it depends what she don't like her about. If she don't like her because she just don't like her, or does she not like her because, you know, it's actually a bad friend, or whatever the case may be. In the bad friend case, we gotta go with the wife say. You know what I'm saying? No questions asked. If the friend is bad for you, do what you gotta do to.
Let me set up the situation. Let me make this more realistic for you.
He don't want me. Okay, go ahead.
Your lady friend is a curvaceous Latin lady, light skin, curly hair. You know what I mean? Got the behind.
Yeah, why you gotta make sure? We gotta make man. Hey, listen, and stuff, man.
Hey, I'm not saying you just said sex. I didn't say sexy. You just said it. You know what I'm saying?
You making her sound.
I don't do nothing. She got the top you want. She got the bottom you want. She's what height do you like? You like the 5'4", 5'5". You know what I'm saying? She got the pretty nails or whatever. She got nice breath all the time. And she likes.
He said nice breath.
She likes to touch you all the time. You know, because y'all are friends. Y'all are cool. Oh, the touch or like the hug. You know what I'm saying? She likes to do all that. And she gave you great relationship advice to get your lady now. She's a great friend. Surprised you didn't marry her, but she's a great friend.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, why didn't I marry this girl then?
I don't know. There's something wrong with you, man. So your lady
this
now.
This is crazy. That should have been her then. In that scenario.
Yeah. But you see, that's not my problem because right now you're the one discussing this topic. So how do you go about?
This guy.
Huh? So ahead, how do you go about this? She's a great friend, great godly woman, right? But your lady doesn't like her because there's competition there. Your parents love her too. You know, your parents have her over for dinner from time to time.
You know, at certain points, man, she has to come to an understanding. Hey, I got a lady now, so things are gonna be different. We gotta lay down a different roadmap here. You know what I'm saying? My lady has to be secured, and
you know what's funny?
Make sure.
You know what you just did?
What's that?
Before I made all these little descriptions, you were talking about my lady's gonna have to be there when we go out to hang out. Oh, I'm going to have to see why my lady doesn't like her. Try to figure that out a little bit here and there. And then I described an impossible situation, and your answer was, I'm just going to cut her off.
Nah. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily cut her off, but shoot, we can't be doing what we doing like how we used to be doing it. You know? It's going to be a whole new world. A whole new way of meeting and all the other stuff.
Oh, so you're still gonna be meeting?
Nah, not like how we used to meet though. We gotta switch it up. Family events are gonna be cool for her to come to. Stuff where it's more people that we all know. Yeah, be around spaces where everybody know each other, so that everybody can keep an eye out. You know what I'm saying? So there's no mystery in the things. You know what I mean? Like going places.
She can't flirt with you still?
Nope. Look at it.
What do you mean? Look. You can't tell her what to do?
What are you doing in this situation, dog? Like
I'm not done. Oh,
no. Bro, what you got for me?
So what the real question of this topic is, why stop the relationship with her? I mean, she's a nice person. Y'all would never go that route.
We're not stopping the relationship. We're just revamping it. It has to be like, you know, like for this analogy, it's gotta be a whole nother part to this game. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be a part two. The part two ain't gonna come with the zombies. The zombie mode is out. You know, we had too much fun with the zombies. We gotta take that out. The part two of this game, we can't play multiplayer like that no more. Multiplayer gotta be under certain circumstances. You know, squad mode is probably gonna be enabled because squad mode is multiple people in one squad. So we know who's a part of the squad. You see what I'm saying? So there's got to be different rules to the game, different game modes, bro. It's got to be the whole different part two, and the part two is gonna be way different from part one. That's how we got to do it, man. We got to make sure we good.
Will it be hard?
Will it be hard? Depending on how
this dude
how
knows it'll be hard. Look at him, he's trying to find words.
Nah. See, stop trying to chat, bro. Why you keep everything is a curveball with this guy, dog. Chill out.
Hey,
if the way that I can see that it's hard is how she's taking everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause it depends if she has a man or not. You know, that's gonna affect it because she's been spending time with somebody else. You see what I'm saying? So now she can't spend that time like she used to. So depending on whether she has a man or not, that'll affect how she reacts. But so I'm saying that to say it might be hard for her especially. Me, I'm spending time with my lady. I'm good. You know? That time is being taken care of. So.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what would you do in this situation?
Oh, I would basically cut it off. I mean, I'll let her know I got a lady now. Can't be doing this no more. I've done it.
But she's a family friend. Like your family knows her. Like you said, everybody know her. Everybody love her. Come to the family functions. You can't just like.
Come.
Okay.
I ain't mad. You know, you gonna be talking to my dad the whole time though. But you know what I'm saying? Shoot, my lady's gonna talk to her. There. I mean, if I'm gonna talk to her, it'll be in a friendly, you know, Duke type conversation type of way.
Add a Duke in there, huh?
I had to because you have to downgrade that relationship from that. It's it's a weird thing to be friends with someone.
I see he trying to talk. It's very weird, man.
No, but when you think about it, it's like, why do you want to be friends with potential suitors, potential people you could have babies with? Why?
Yeah.
Why?
And that's going back to the question to be for real, for the folks that's listening. Like when we really think about this, when you're in a relationship with a lady or vice versa, a guy, for the ladies, right? You have to change things up to make sure not only that you're secure in how you're handling each other, but also that the person that you're with is, because you don't want them to even have an idea to think that you're doing something or just to look. So really, man, and I think we could both agree that we don't think it's very good to have still the same type of relationship as friends with that opposite sex of a friend.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it can be sustainable, especially at the same level. It cannot be the same thing. And to me, it's not going to be remotely the same, at all. It's going to be a drastic change, Of course, I'm not going to be like, okay, you're done out of life.
Huh?
Or like you're like, you don't exist to me no more. That's not what I'm going to say. But we can't be doing what we do like back in the day.
Now, yeah, I understand your answer. Interestingly enough, what do you think the ladies are going to say about guys being friends with girls?
Because look, you had those ladies that have a lot of boys who are friends, right? Because I think a lot of those ladies, they're good at what they do, meaning the guys like them, right? The guys like being around them for some reason. They're good at getting guys. For some reason. They're good at getting guys to be friends with them. And either the guy probably thinks he's going to get something down the line or somewhere. You know, I feel like those type of ladies that have a lot of guy friends seem to have this offer or seem to want to offer something that never arrives. Like it's like an order that you think you order that's never gonna come. Like the guys think they're gonna get something, but it's never coming. Like she has no, you know, there's nothing in her sight like that. You know, she don't. It's nothing coming your way from her. What?
Mm-hmm. What?
Oh,
Wait, what?
oh, I thought you were about to say something.
No. The description you gave, he put in the order, but it's
it's never coming, bro.
Coming.
It was never
That's
paid
funny.
for. Like, so you're expecting something along the way, like you expect to get out the friend zone. You expect to have this one night where you guys are drinking together, and then she's gonna loosen up.
Oh
man, X,
man.
Y, Z. Like,
Oh man.
she, in my perspective, those type of ladies usually are good because they offer a false
Sense of attention or a false relationship in a way.
They give that false sense of she's gonna give something or she's gonna eventually come
around
where come to realization that you're the one or some stupid.
Yeah.
So those type of ladies, hold on, what was your question again? I think I lost.
Oh, what do the ladies say about this situation? How they view being friends with guys?
So in that way, ladies are gonna say. So I think the point that I was trying to make was because a lot of ladies and because they're the way that things work with ladies, putting us in friend zones as much as they do, it becomes it's easier for them to be like, oh yeah, you can be friends with a guy and not have feelings for him or X, Y, and Z because they like doing that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They do that often. So they might be quicker to say, oh, you can still be friends with guys, especially ones that aren't in relationships or aren't in serious relationships. They might say stuff like that, but I guess if you're like married and stuff, I don't know if you're thinking the same way like that, something's wrong with that to me. Even in a dating relationship too. But yeah.
Have you seen any videos on girls getting rejected?
For some reason, I don't know why, but it's like I don't know if it's because how the media puts it or how they put it on the internet, but I feel more sad for them for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
Like don't you feel more sad for them?
Yeah, I
don't know why, but it's like dang,
yeah,
she got rejected, but like, hey, so what?
Yeah, for real,
we
gotta take it, man.
Yeah.
And then I'm almost in my head, I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, why wouldn't he give her a chance? But at the same time,
especially when she's fine, like, oh snap, I wonder what's wrong with her then.
Exactly.
Is she nuts?
Yep. Yeah. So you have those guys who have a lot of lady friends, and they're like, yeah, you can definitely be friends with girls or ladies or women or whatever. You don't have to be in that kind of relationship with them. What do you have to say to those guys? How do you see those guys when they say those kind of things?
I think they're not really thinking, man. I think they're not really processing what the different situations could arise. I don't think it could be they're thinking like, yeah, you know what, I don't really care for her to that level, and so I don't want to do anything. But man, it's only a matter of time. The right situation, the right time, the right environment could spark something. Especially if she's good looking to you. What do you think is gonna happen? Eventually, it's gonna be that one vulnerable moment. Ta-da!
He'll be there. He'll be there to catch you on his lap.
Man. Yeah, man. Or if she's there for you, or for the guy,
Exactly.
Because don't forget, bro. I watched the Tiger Woods documentary. I'm not even done with it, but from what I've heard so far, of him being with all these different women, he actually had a relationship with each one of them.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, he had a relationship, so that means emotions were involved. He talked with them, so it
Dang.
building a connection emotionally is what can make that
Wow.
easy. So it's like when I learned that he actually had a relationship, like talk to them, it made me think about maybe what he was missing and why he did that. It's
Right.
because what he's been going through growing up is like stardom all his life type of thing. So he never really got to be himself for many
Mm.
years. He had to be up to the standard that everybody thought he was. So he always worked,
Right.
worked, 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 and didn't really get to be himself as often as he would like because he's always in the spotlight, paparazzis, this, that, and the third, boom, boom, boom. His dad's in his ear, his mom's in his ear, very strict on him. So
Mm.
it's like a lot of being how other people perceive you to be and not being how he wanted to be. So I'm thinking for so many years going that he has gone through that, going to these different ladies allowed him to pour himself out like how he wanted to all the years.
Yeah.
And his wife probably was busy as well, so he couldn't really do it as effectively as he wanted to. He's always traveling, so he's not with his wife sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So he found those avenues with these different ladies to be able to do that, to get to get that out of himself so that he can,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, cope with whatever he was going through. But um it's the emotional connection though that
Yeah.
that is taking place, that connected. So if the right place, the right place, the right environment, bro, things could go down.
Yeah. Some about those guys with a lot of girlfriends. I don't know if they. I think something about them is they love interact because, I mean, naturally speaking, we all do, but they've become accustomed and advocate for interacting with so many different girls and getting their attention. Um, so much so that that's become their priority in the relationship, and then that becomes how they see girls. Like have sex with whichever one comes up and wants to have sex with you. But then at the same time, keep them all around because it's nice to have these girls around and just have fun. At the end of the day, I I
Bro, I heard some
mean,
crazy stuff on a documentary, bro.
oh yeah,
Like, yeah, like 10 girls a night
oh
type of thing.
what?
Bro, 10 girls in
Wow.
one room. It's crazy, bro.
Whoa.
I'm really
See,
trying to figure out how he didn't catch nothing, or did he?
he might have, bro. Come on, he's not Superman.
Yeah, bro.
He did. Like, because the girls he was messing with, they weren't just messing with him,
Oh
right?
no.
Yeah. So she might have caught something from Trayvon.
Yo, Trayvon is everlasting, bro.
Hey
Trayvon,
man, that is everywhere, man.
he's been through generations, man.
Hey man, you better watch your girl's DM because he's in there right now. Um,
DMs.
so yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not that simple to be friends with the opposite person. It's really not that simple. The most simple way you can go about it is to be a blood sibling. I think that's the truest form of friendship between the opposite person.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Shoot,
Yeah,
yeah. Or
and
ooh, ooh. Oh, finish your point, and then I ask you the question.
and even that, your significant other can still get jealous
Oh
of,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? So what more about someone who's not related to you and they're attractive? That's just brewing a brew for disaster. But what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what do you think about cousins?
Oh man, see when you
What
see,
about those?
or stepsisters or stepbrothers,
Nah, but let's you do
cousins.
category of cousins, because cousins they still blood, but some people be
Yes,
smashing their cousins.
yes, absolutely.
Wow,
That's
man.
wrong still,
Yeah,
because they got to think about it. Your son or your children messing with your sister or your brother's children. What?
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wrong, man. That's just too close for comfort. Cause my sister or my brother, their kid is messing with my kid. No. It's
You
too
said that kid
much.
is messing with my kid?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
bro. Is way too close.
But like yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No. That's what I have to say about that.
But I was asking like would that be clear as brother and sister type of hanging out type of thing? And
See, that could start to get sketchy though.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to get your perspective on.
Yeah, that could definitely start to get sketchy, because once you go from that brother sister blood relationship type thing, now you're getting into some funny stuff. Um, and the guys who have a lot of lady friends and aren't in romantic relationships with them, we know what you think about. We know you've scenarioed each and every single one of your lady friends in that kind of thing. And if you haven't, well, I guess now you might, right? Because it's the sexual drive in men is just ridiculous. You got anything else to say?
Hey man, I'm just out here just trying to stay away from all traps.
Yeah, there are a lot of traps out there, man,
A
especially
lot of
where you're
traps.
at. Hey,
Hmm.
without further ado, man, let's head into our last segment. This is the interactive portions. If you
Hmm.
guys have anything to say about these topics, put it down below. Set us up with impossible situations. We gonna talk about them. Last segment, our interactive joint. We're going with the yay or nay today. And
D's
this is,
favorite scenario, by the way.
and we've never done this scenario before, so I don't even know what he's talking about. Um,
Uh,
this is an interesting scenario. So you get to pick between a lady doctor and a guy, a duke
Wait,
doctor.
I thought this was yay or nay. We
Yeah,
we picking?
you get to pick. Hold on, I'm
Okay.
not done with the situation yet, right?
Okay.
The duke doctor was supposed to do this procedure for you. I'll get to the procedure, but the day comes, you're at your appointment, sitting in the office, and they come to you and say, "Hey, um, the Duke doctor, something happened this morning, family emergency, but we can still fit you in for this appointment at the time. If you don't get this done, we're looking at another 8 months out of time, 8 months ahead before you can get your next appointment in. And you got to go with the lady doctor for colonoscopy. What you gonna do, man? You gonna take the appointment or not?"
Well, question about the colonoscopy. Do you know how that works?
Yeah, they lube you up and then they stick you right in.
Oh, that's not a prostate exam?
Oh, it is. They gonna stick it in you.
Stick
This
what?
lady, their fingers. This lady doctor, she got some long joints.
Oh, shoot.
So
Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to give you no more crazy ideas. But
hey, man.
man, so basically a prostate exam is about to be commenced.
Mm-hmm.
And I could go with the lady or I could drop the lady.
Yeah, but you got to do it 8 months ahead, and your wife is like, "Hey, we have to get this done for you. You're at the age where this needs to be done, so gotta go." And say you're like 40, 45, right? This lady's like 25, and she's about to. Nice lady, a nice
See,
attractive
that
lady.
here, hey, this is first edition.
You're you
Watch him
remember
add three more things.
you remember the lady who I was talking about earlier, your lifelong friend, the very attractive Latin full figured lady that's nice breath. That's her. In this situation, she has to give you your prostate exam.
See, and then he gonna add something crazy.
I I just have to, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
So
don't forget you next. Um,
nah.
um,
And your wife is right there, and she comes out, Mr. EddyEd,
see what I
I'll
told y'all?
take you in my office now. The longer you take, the more I think about
All
these
right,
things. So.
all right. So we gonna have to take the appointment, man.
Oh
Yep, we're
shoot!
taking the appointment.
What if Johnny?
She gotta get me.
What if Johnny wakes up while she's doing it? Are you gonna feel some kind of way?
If Johnny wakes up while she's doing it, um, Johnny need to go back to sleep.
Okay, that's an easy answer. What are you gonna do? Well, your wife is sitting there looking at you.
Hey, was it? It's what? this is, bro. This is what. This is. What if Johnny wait? This is wildly.
This is wild, man. It may happen too.
Hold him down. Hold him down, man.
What do you mean hold him down? You actually gonna reach and hold down Johnny?
Hey, man, tuck him in, tuck him in.
Like, you can't tuck him in, bro. You're naked. You bent over on the table.
Well, then that means nobody gonna see then.
It's gonna be hanging loose, man.
Hey, man, she ain't focused on that.
She will be once she sees Johnny waking up. Good morning. Good morning.
You crazy?
Hey, man,
this dude is
what
crazy
you gonna do
today? Yo, what's laugh? In that milk, man? What's in that milk, dog?
Hey, vitamin A.
What kind of vitamin D's you got in there, dog?
Nah. See, that's why I said vitamin A.
Is that vitamin D juice?
It's vitamin. Man, you stupid for that one, man.
Oh shoot, yo,
man.
Yo.
Hey, wow, that was something, huh?
Hey, man, we gotta get you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Yo, watch the 4K version, bro. You gonna see him drink some vitamin D juice, man.
Hey, man. Wow. So what you doing in that situation, man? You gonna cut the lady short and be like, "Hey, I'm going home"?
Nah, we taking her. We taking her up for the appointment.
No, she's taking you for the appointment. You're not taking her.
Oh man, I can't laugh anymore, man.
Man. All right.
What are you doing, man? What are you doing in that situation?
What am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need a colonoscopy this year, right?
Your wife. Nah. It is don't try to get out of it, dog. This scenario, you gotta get one. You know what I'm saying? They say the 8 months, whatever. Your wife is in the room, bop, and they got the music playing too. Like there's some music. There's some music. There's some nice like smooth jazz on.
Why?
And then she
put this on?
Bend over. You know what I'm saying? Everything is smooth.
This ain't jazz music, man. This is freaky music, man. This ain't jazz.
Oh shoot. What you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm going to look at my wife and say, hey, you said I have to get this done, right? So I got to get this done. And I'll be like, that's why we're here. So let me go and get this done.
Bro.
So I'm going to go get it done.
He going to go get poked, guys. He going to go get poked.
I plead the fifth on that
Popeye.
one. I don't have anything to say on that one.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to leave that one alone.
But look, like I'd rather a lady do it than a guy do it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
so that was easier in that sense, but adding some of the things you added made it harder. But yeah, I'll pick a lady over a guy to do it. I think every time.
But won't it be weird because the guy also has to get it done, so he knows how you feel about it. Like he's not gonna say anything awkward or anything like that, you know.
If he's, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, it's 2022, man. I don't know what kind of guy he is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He might have too much fun doing that. I'm just saying.
Man, the lady might have too much fun. You don't know what kind of lady that is. What are you talking about? See, you over here trying to make scenarios for why you want to go. She's big broad, man. She's buff.
See, look at him. Now all of a sudden she's buff. This is crazy. What you doing today, man? Bro, whatever's in that milk, he gonna be strong for the rest of the day, man.
She doesn't need to strap you onto the bench. She just holds you down, and you feel.
Bro,
she got them strong hands, man.
Bro? This is out of control.
Like, this is ridiculous.
It's out of control.
Hey, man, she's like, hey, you don't need the belt. I got you.
Yo, man, I'm done. I'm done out of here, bro.
Man. Hey, I got like 4 hours of sleep last night, so y'all need to. I hope y'all had some fun with our interactive segment today, yay or nay. But we're both definitely getting our colonoscopy, our prostate exams, man. We need to. If you're of age and you gotta get it, man. You gotta do what you gotta do to stay healthy.
Yeah.
So, you got anything else to add, Mr. E?
Hey, man, drop your thoughts in the comments and also interact with us. Drop y'all side. What would you do, guys, in this situation? Who would you pick? And let us know, man. We want to read these, man. We want to see what kind of choices you guys make over here. Come on now.
For real, man. This is gonna be a crazy podcast to listen to. But anyway, without further ado, guys, remember to drop your thoughts below. Email us holyduo2020@gmail.com. Send your thoughts, send your topics, and also remember we're on audio exclusive platforms. We are thinking about releasing on audio exclusive platforms ahead of time, but we will get to that. Without further ado, Mr. EddyEd, can you take us out, please?
It's EddyEd.
It's Dialogue, your host for today.
And we're only holy
because he is, folks. And remember, faith don't come expensive.
It's free.
Peace.